Welcome back to Lesson 1. Here we'll see how the Pythagorean theorem can help us find surface area of a cone. So it says when the height of a cone is given instead of the slant height, so here's the height and here's the slant height, then we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the slant height, because that's the value we're interested in for the formula. Now the Pythagorean theorem says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And you can only use the Pythagorean theorem in a right triangle. So here's the right triangle that we have created. And the Pythagorean theorem, C is always across from the 90-degree angle. So this side here would be C, the slant height. And it doesn't matter which of the other two sides you label A and B. So let's look at example 1. It says a cone with a height of 21 centimeters has a diameter of 40 centimeters. What is the surface area of the cone? Well, if the diameter is 40, that must mean that the radius here is 20 centimeters. So now let's look at this right triangle here. And call A 21 and B 20, or vice versa, that doesn't matter, but C is going to be right here, the slant height. So let's plug these values into the Pythagorean theorem and see what we get for C. 21 squared plus 20 squared equals C squared. That's 441 plus 400. Which added together gives me 841. So now that 841 equals C squared, in order to find C, we had to find the square root of 841. And on the calculator, I get a value of 29. So that's the value of the slant height. So that's important because the formula for surface area of a cone is pi r squared plus pi r s. So I'm going to replace s with 29. So r is 20 and s 29. So now you can plug that into your calculator. You'll get 3,078.8 centimeters squared. Let's look at example 2. It says, what's the surface area of the ice cream cone below? So because there's no top on this ice cream cone, we only need to do pi r s. But we do need s, which we don't have in the diagram. S is this side here, and we don't have that. So I'm going to create my little right triangle and do the Pythagorean theorem. So I'll do that over here. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. On the calculator I get 324 plus 6,084 equals c squared. Adding those two values together gives me 6,408. Now I need to find the square root of that, which is 80.0 by the time I round. So let me plug in 80.0 to be s in this formula over here. The radius is 18 and s is 80.0. Multiplying that together, 4,526.7 millimeters squared. So the surface area of the cone is 4,526.7 millimeters squared.